now the next question from Christian Lopez, one of our long-term guys following us, practicing WDP, also maybe practicing other internal styles, but mainly also been with WDP for many years, and has his own Wudang school in Portsmouth, UK. So, does WDP connect the spiritual side, or is it left aside due to non-interest or scared of what people might think or believe? So this is a very interesting question until here, but the question continues. Isn't it that the coin has two sides, or two people that bow to each other, yeah, creating the heart? It's a very good picture. Shows the inner and the outer, like has the yin and the yang. Is the physical and the spiritual united in the practices of martial arts? Okay, so now, first of all, in any kind of practice, not only WDP and not only martial arts, in any kind of practice, what you do physically, it is also spiritual. Because if I would say now, no, only, let's say, internal martial arts has spiritual work, then I would deny that a human has a spirit. Let's say one guy goes plays soccer, right? Soccer, so, or football. For me, a guy who just plays soccer also does a spiritual work, knowing it or without knowing it, consciously or without being conscious about it. Yeah. So if I say no, this guy does only physical work, then I haven't understood the human, that the human is a whole, not only physics. The human has a spirit, and the spirit must work together if the body wants to do something. Yeah? Therefore, first point is, anything you do in your life, it's a spiritual thing. Because also the guy who plays football or whatever, he also self-reflects from time to time. He also finds out some things, and sometimes when he plays with the ball, he can find out things. This is what I call spirituality and universal spirituality in the whole humanity, and whole humanity has it. But now, there are people who go consciously more into that, and then other people, they go consciously more into the physical side. Yeah? But never you can say that there are people who has only the physical side or only the spiritual side. This doesn't work, because we opened our eyes in this physical body. That's the why we do physical experience as spirit. Yeah, like so. I guess you also know the saying: we are not humans doing spiritual experience. We are spirit doing human experience. Sorry. So this is the case. So therefore, everything what doesn't matter what guy do, because you ask martial arts. So yes, the spiritual part is part of it. It's your choice how much you want to focus into that, and it's your choice how much you want to go into that. And here now again, if you have a teacher who doesn't go that much into that, that doesn't mean nothing. Because spiritual, let's say enlightenment, is not connected to a teacher, like to a physical teacher, because it's spiritual enlightenment. If you want to build up your body and do some fitness and build up your muscles, then here, my buddy here, Chen, is the best guy. I'm going to send you to him, because he knows about fasting, yeah? He knows about food, he knows about diet, he knows about how the body works, and he have done this before, right? This was just a little insider for the German Q&A from the last time. Anyway, but if you want to do a spiritual, let's say, work, and if you go a spiritual path, it is absolutely not connected to a physical person. It is connected to a spiritual person. And that person, maybe you haven't met in your whole life. Maybe that person is not a person. Maybe that spiritual teacher of you is the wind. Maybe the spiritual teacher of you is one tree. Maybe a spiritual teacher of you is the whole universe or a star or whatever. And if you ask me now, okay, does the tree have consciousness or whatever? Everything has a spirit. And if you watch today, if you sit there and watch a tree move as it moves, or the branches move in the wind, and that gives you something, then that moment, this tree is your teacher. From that tree, at that moment, you can learn something. Therefore, it is not connected to one spiritual, one physical teacher, if you do a spiritual development or not. Yeah. So, therefore, in WDP, how we do it here. Look, WDP is a martial arts school in first line. It's not a school for spiritual enlightenment, and it's not a school for, let's say, bringing the soul, power level up of the soul or whatever. It is just a martial arts school. That's why I also take money for that. It's my work, it's my profession, it's my work. I spend money for that when I was young to learn that, like somebody learning some other professions. My profession is martial arts, so now it's what I give. I take money for that. What I give, this is martial arts. Yeah, this is my profession and my work. But the spiritual part, I would not be there to take any cent for that or anything for that, to give that. Therefore, this is what I give like that. So all the spiritual knowledge what I have, and this is not much knowledge, yeah, by the way. So all that what I have, if people want to learn from me, I give like this, but I don't take money for that. Yeah. But the martial arts side, and this includes also Qigong and Neigong and fighting and whatever, all of that, this is my profession and my work, and for that I take money. And from there you can differ also why I talk now about money. So from there you can differ, okay, does WDP has both, means martial arts, physical work and the spiritual? No, it doesn't have the spiritual side. It has only the martial and the, let's say, health side. Because the spiritual side is not sold. It is there if you can see it. It's not there if you can't see it. It is there if you can catch it. It's not there if you can't catch it. Yeah. Therefore, like immortals or prophets from the past and immortals of today, they were not only human beings. Yeah? Things were like the sun back then. For one kind of immortal was a prophet, because from the sun this immortal could learn something. Yeah, prophet, like prophecy, like this sun didn't talk like this to this immortal, but it gave an information, a message, the way how the sun moved, the way how the sun worked with the heat and with all the things. This was a message for this man and for this immortal. So in this moment, this sun was a prophet for this man. Yeah. Therefore, I think you get the point. So spirituality is not sold. That's why it's not included in WDP. And from here, I say this to all my instructors around the whole world. Don't do that mistake that you sell spiritual wisdom for money. Because if you do that, if you start to do that, this will be, if you are on the path, this will be really ugly ending for you. It's not from me, from anyone, it's from yourself, from your heart. If you are not on the path of self-knowledge and self-discovery, it will do nothing to you. You can sell wisdom as much as you want. It will do anything to you. Yeah. So, yeah, I think this question until here, write to me. Yeah, you can still openly write. Yes, guys, you can come in, no problem.